In the busy town of Aya, people were always rushing to work, to school, to the market. But one man was never in a hurry. He walked slowly, dragging his bare feet, with dirty clothes and wild hair. Everyone called him Baba Kolo, the madman. He slept under the old mango tree near the public bin. Children feared him. Adults ignored him. But no one knew that Baba Kolo was not mad at all. Every morning, before the sun rose, he would go straight to the public dustbin, the one near the girls' hostel. He would dig and dig, pushing aside food waste, plastic bottles, and old clothes, until he found what he was looking for, used sanitary pads. He would sniff them, smile, and hide them inside his torn bag. People who passed by covered their noses and hissed, "Useless madman." But Baba Kolo was not useless. He was dangerous. Many months ago, he had visited a wicked herbalist deep in the forest. The herbalist had told him, "If you bring me blood from a woman's womb, I will make you rich. But not just any blood, it must be from a pad. The girl whose blood you bring will lose her beauty, her strength, and her mind. But you will have money like sand." Baba Kolo agreed. He faked madness and started picking pads from bins. Girls around the hostel began to fall sick. Some would faint while walking. Others lost weight so fast their bones showed. One girl, Uju, forgot her own name. The doctor said it was stress. But how could so many girls have the same problem? Oni, a smart and curious girl, started asking questions. "Something is wrong," she whispered to her friend Ada. This all started when Baba Kolo began staying near our hostel. Ada laughed. "That madman. I beg forget. He's just dirty." But Oni was not joking. She stayed up one night, hiding behind the curtains. At 4 a.m., she saw him. Baba Kolo went to the bin, looked around, and began digging. Her eyes widened as she saw him pick up used pads, smell them, and smile. "Oh my God," Oni gasped, her hands shaking. The next day, Oni told her roommates, but only one girl believed her, Busy. Together, they followed him from afar. He walked into a bush path at the back of town, deeper and deeper, until he reached an old abandoned shrine. They hid behind trees, peeking. What they saw nearly made them scream. Baba Kolo dropped the pads in a clay pot, then began to chant, his fake madness gone. His eyes were sharp and evil. He poured something red on the pads, blood, maybe from a goat or worse. Suddenly, smoke came out of the pot. A face formed in the smoke, the face of a crying girl. Her eyes were empty, her lips shaking. Busy covered her mouth, tears falling. Oni couldn't move. Their hearts pounded fast. Then, Baba Kolo stopped. He turned slowly, and looked straight at the bush where they were hiding. His eyes met Oni's. "You," he said in a deep, calm voice. "You shouldn't have come here." Busy's hands were shaking. Oni's legs felt like jelly. Baba Kolo's sharp eyes stared straight at the bush where they were hiding. "I see you," he said slowly. "You girls shouldn't have come here." Oni grabbed Busy's hand. "Run!" They turned and dashed into the bush, branches scratching their skin. Baba Kolo's voice echoed behind them, shouting the words. "I will kill you both." The girls didn't stop running until they reached the main road, panting hard. Sweat soaked their clothes. Their hearts were beating so fast they could hear it. "Oni," Busy cried, "what do we do now? We saw everything. That man is not mad at all. He's doing rituals." "I know," Oni said. "We have to tell someone. If we don't, more girls will suffer." Back at the hostel, they told the matron. At first, the woman didn't believe them. "You mean Baba Kolo? That crazy man?" "Oh, my children, It's not good to lie. Oh. We're not lying. Busy shouted. We followed him to the bush. He has a shrine. We saw him using news pads for rituals. The matron paused. Her face became serious. Wait, are you sure? Oni nodded. We even saw a girl's crying face come out of the smoke. The matron stood up quickly. Follow me. That afternoon, the matron went with Oni, Busy, and 2 security men to the bush path. They carried cutlasses, just in case. Birds flew away as they entered the forest. The air was thick and quiet. Soon, they found the shrine. Everyone gasped. There were clay pots with blood stains. Old red cloths. A chalk-drawn circle on the floor. And in one corner, a pile of used sanitary pads. The matron covered her mouth. Oh my God. One of the guards said, this is real. This man is not mad. He's doing blood rituals. They quickly returned to town and went straight to the police station. That night, the police launched a quiet operation. They waited until 3 a.m. Baba Kolo came out, just like always, walking like a madman. He dug in the bin again. Then, flash. Torches and guns surrounded him. Freeze. He dropped his bag and tried to run. But it was too late. He was caught. At the police station, Baba Kolo confessed everything. My name is not Baba Kolo, he said in perfect English. I am Chief Kazim from Ilorin. I lost my wealth and the herbalist told me I could be rich again. All I needed was blood from young women, from their parts. The blood of their womb carries power. Once I collect it, their life force goes to me. That's why they fall sick. That's why I grow stronger. Everyone was silent. Even the officers looked shocked. Do you know how many girls you've hurt? The matron asked with tears in her eyes. Baba Kolo only smiled. I am rich now, he said. Whether you jail me or not, I already have what I want. But the police didn't care. He was charged with multiple counts of ritual activity and attempted murder. A few days later, the girls who had fallen sick began to get better. The herbalist shrine was destroyed by the town chief and elders. Special prayers were held at the hostel. A priest came to cleanse the area. Oni and Busy became heroes. The school principal praised them. You saved lives, she said. You were brave. Not many would follow a madman into the forest. But Oni didn't feel like a hero. She still had nightmares of that smoke and the girl's crying face. 1 week later, Oni stood by the hostel window. The wind was blowing softly. She sighed, trying to forget everything. Then suddenly, she saw a man in rags walking on the other side of the road. He walked slowly, just like Baba Kolo. Her heart jumped. No, it couldn't be. Baba Kolo was in prison. Right. She ran to call Busy. But when they came back, the man was gone.